In this video, I'm going to be showing you the strategy I use to unlock the round 150 cutscene on the Black Ops 4 Zombies map Classified. Before we start, here is the setup I would recommend. Now, since they recently increased the price of the shield, you'll definitely want to use the Frugal Fetish Talisman. This will bring down the price to repair the shield to about 2,500 points, which is what it used to be, and 4,500 points to buy a completely new one. For Elixirs, you'll need Temporal Gift and Equip Mint. Now, the other two are really up to you. Someone on Reddit recommended Nukes and Carpenters, but these didn't really seem to help me out too much. I'll explain why when we get there. You'd probably want to run with maybe Arsenal Accelerator and Power Keg if you can spare them. For the perks, I would say all four of these are a must-have. You'll need Dying Wish to give you a second chance, Victorious Tortoise since we're using the shield strat, Stone Cold Stronghold so you can take an additional 2 hits with armor, and Time Slip in your modifier to speed up the recharge of your specialist and equipment, which have to be Ragnaroks and Wraith Fire. So once in-game, what you should do is save a zombie at the end of round 1, then buy your way into the offices area to begin the Knock Knock Easter egg. When you do this, around 50 Nova 6 crawlers will spawn that you can then kill. At the end of that, you should have around 5,000 to 6,000 points. From there, use those points to open up the map. Go ahead and turn on power and collect all the shield and teleporter pieces. Just be sure to build the shield at the weapon testing workbench in the lab area. During this, you can also begin working on getting the free Winter's Howl. If you don't know how to get that, you can find a link to my quick guide in the description. The only thing you'll have to do different is use the upgraded trench gun to get a certain set of numbers. This one only spawns with an explosive weapon, so Wraith Fire won't work. After that step, I would then recommend trading out the trench gun for something like the ICR. I unlocked the Winter's Howl and upgraded both my weapons on round 12. From there, you can then spend the next 40 rounds in the lower level war room. Be sure to buy all your perks, then run as I do in the video. Once you open this area up, it's actually a great place to train zombies in. What I did was toss on Wraith Fire on either ends of the area to train zombies through. Then once your Ragnaroks are ready, use those so you can level them up. You'll need to get them to level 3 for the shield strat. You will also need to try and gain as many points as you can. If you have about 300,000 points by round 50, you should be good. Now, I chose the ICR as my second weapon so I could buy more ammo off the wall during this if I needed to. So after round 50, you can then begin the shield strategy. The reason I spent the first 50 rounds upstairs was so I wasn't doing the main strat the entire game. Believe me, it gets boring. But if you wanted to play it safe, you could definitely start that right away. So the shield strategy is very easy. What you want to do is make your way to the workbench and stand on this puddle of blood. After a second or so, the Stone Cold Stronghold circle will appear on the ground around you. From there, you can then move into this corner, and this is where you'll be standing for pretty much the rest of your game. Let's go over some of the things you'll have to do here. The first and most important one is using and repairing your shield. Just stand in that corner and get headshots with the shield's gun. Whenever your shield is close to breaking, quickly look to the workbench and repair it. If it does break, Victorious Tortoise will knock back nearby zombies to give you some time to buy a new one. That's also why you have the Winter's Fury. When your shield breaks, if you need to, you can quickly spam it to protect yourself. In the early 60s or 70s, the zombies won't really damage your shield too fast, but up in the 80s is when it gets crazy. Just be sure to always keep an eye on it. If for some reason you go to repair your shield and it says you already have one, either wait for your Ragnaroks to run out if you have them placed down, or shield bash a zombie. That usually fixed it for me. Next are the Wraith Fire. Thanks to Time Slip, these will charge faster than your Ragnaroks, so you want to throw them down whenever you have one. Just be sure to use them one at a time. In the higher rounds, they will begin to take longer to recharge, so just keep killing zombies with the shield until you have one. Next are the Ragnaroks. Again, as soon as they're ready, pull them out and place them down out in front of you. During this time, I would then switch to my ICR and try and kill zombies coming through that left side entrance to charge up my Wraith Fire as much as possible. If I ran out of ammo, I would then use the shield. But you want to always be watching your Ragnaroks. As soon as they're about to end, switch back to your shield, and if you have one available, throw down a Wraith Fire. And the final things you'll be using are Elixirs. Whenever there's an insta-kill or double points, use Temporal Gifts so they will last longer. The only time I ever found myself using Equip Mint was when I got a max ammo. After I threw down the 2 Wraith Fires I got from the max, that's when I would use Equip Mint so I could then use the 2 new ones immediately after. In this game, I was also running with Nukes and Carpenters. The Carpenters are meant to give you a free shield repair if you run out of points to buy a new one, but I never had that issue, nor would I have time to use it. The Nukes are obviously meant to speed things up, but after round 90, no matter what you do, the rounds are going to last a pretty long time. The only times I did use a nuke is when one spawned naturally. I would collect that one, then wait for the zombies to spawn in before using my own. So to sum everything up, constantly repair your shield and immediately use Wraith Fire and Ragnaroks whenever available. Well, that's pretty much it for this video, so good luck, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.